Stop chasing what has been lost. Stop chasing what has been lost. This is a word for somebody. It's a word for you. Stop chasing what has been lost. Trust God to replace what has been lost. There are certain things in life that after you lose them, you will hardly get them back. Sometimes they never come back. But God can replace what you have lost. And when God replaces what you have lost, it's not always like the first state in which you lost them. It comes back even better. Let me tell you a story. There was a woman that I was close to. This is a true life event, a true life story. She had a friend and they were wonderful together, wonderful family. She had kids, the friend had kids. They would visit each other's house. Her friend's children would come over to her house to spend the holidays. And her husband was a pastor. I use the word was because he's no longer into the ministry. Few years down the line, their friendship was very strong. It was unbreakable. They were more like sisters. They had transcended the point of friendship, and they were now like siblings. They were looking out for each other. They were always together. People knew them together. It was an unbreakable bond, but something happened. The friend's husband died suddenly. It wasn't expected. He died after a protracted illness. It didn't take long. Her friend's true colors began to show. She was there all through the burial time. Her friend needed a shoulder to cry on. Her friend needed somebody to stand when everybody else disappears. Her friend needed a voice that could soothe her pain. And she was always there through those seasons of mourning her husband. But guess what? Just about a year later, she noticed that her husband would come back home. And often he would be so agitated, so irritated, so angry. She began to see the text messages. Her friend began to send love messages, love text to her husband's phone. And most times at night, he would scramble everywhere to ensure that the phone is not alone. Because the messages kept coming, the calls kept coming. 12 a.m. in the night, 2 a.m. in the night. They did it secretly for at least 2 years and knew that this was the straw that would break the camel's back. Her husband came back one day and said to her, "This marriage is over." Do you know what that means? After 18 years of investing your life with a man, after 18 years with three or four children, after 18 solid years of friendship, 18 years of relationship, 18 years of understanding, 18 years of being on the pulpit, preaching, praying together, visiting families together, encouraging each other. She was there through the thick and thin. She was there when he had nothing. She was there encouraging. And she said to me, "I felt like my life was over. I felt like there was a rock placed on my heart. I couldn't breathe when he said those words." And she said, I was quiet because I didn't know how to react. You see, sometimes there are situations of life that you did not prepare for. There are situations that hit you that you never planned for. Nobody gives invitation letter or a notice to trouble before trouble comes. Do you know what Job said? He said, "I wasn't at peace, yet trouble came. I wasn't calm, yet trouble came." Sometimes you do not need to invite problem or trouble before trouble comes looking for you. But it is not the trouble that is the end game. It is not the problem. It's not the situation. It's not that trouble. It's not that trauma. It's not that problem that hit you that is the most important. That is not what takes the center stage. What is important is how you react to what has happened to you. How do you react to sudden situations of life? How do you react to sudden troubles? How do you react to some sudden attacks? How do you react to sudden trauma? How do you react to things that you never expected, you never imagined could ever happen in your life? No woman goes into a marriage and hopes that one day her husband, her beloved, will wake up one day and say, I'm not doing this anymore. Not because she was bad, not because she was terrible, not because she was a disrespectful woman, but because I have found somebody better than you. And guess who that person was? Her best friend. I'm telling you a real life story. Guess what? She tried to talk to his relatives. She tried to talk to his ministry friends. She tried to talk to mentors that he respected. She tried to talk to his spiritual father. He didn't listen to nobody. He went ahead and went and paid her bride price. And they started living together. He packed out of his own home, left his children for his wife to cater for, and he began to take care of the children of that woman. He was paying their school fees. He was investing emotionally. He was investing psychologically, mentally, physically. He was there. So the children never felt their father's departure. But his own children were left in the cold. This is the twists and turns of life. You may say, oh, God forbid that will never happen to me. Yes, of course. I pray it doesn't happen. But nobody invites problems into their lives. Nobody gives invitation letter to troubles. It comes. But what are you going to do after that trouble comes? What are you going to do when the storms of life hit you so hard, knocks you down on your feet, and it seems like there's no way out? It seems like you will never rise again. I'm here to tell you, if you are going through silent battles, I'm here to tell you that whatever you are going through is not as strong as what is already in you. You were built with a capacity to not survive, but to thrive. God has built in you a capacity to not just flow through life, but to still come out of that fire, come out of that situation, and be better than before. You are not bitter, you are better. Your life is not on a pause. You only went through that situation. You learned your lessons and you moved on. That's what I'm talking about. And I said to her, how did you cope? And she said to me, I turned to the Lord. I turned to the Lord. And thank God she had family members who were there for her. So this is my point. The first key is this. If you are going through a marital challenge, if you're going through hard times in your marriage, if it seems like the man you labored with has turned and changed suddenly, and he's become a stranger overnight, something is wrong. Something is wrong. I can tell you that. This man will not even pick his children's calls. God have mercy. I spoke to the first daughter, and she said to me, I've been sick, and my father knows about it. He knows about my ailment. He knows that this comes on me from time to time, but I cannot even reach my father. He has created a wall between myself and him. He doesn't even care if we exist. And so one day, the father was sick, and someone told them. And the mother said to them, he's still your father. If he wants to see you people, you have to go there. You don't want to carry a guilt on your spirit forever that your father was sick and was close to dying and he called on you and you refused to go. Sometimes we look at people and we judge them for how they responded, or how they respond to their parents, or how they respond to, those that they respect or something. And we have failed to ask the question, what role did those people play? What pain did they inflict on their children to make their children behave the way they're behaving? Yeah, come on now. It's not that simple. It's not that simple. And the lady came to me and she said, I will never forgive him. And I said to her, you will. You will forgive him, but I'm not going to force you to forgive him. And I'm not going to rush you to forgive him. I'm not saying you have to do it now. No. It's not about, if you don't forgive me, you go to hell. No. God doesn't work that way. He will give them time. He will help them process it. He will be there with you. And I said to her, I pat her on the shoulders. And I said to her, I'm always here. If you want someone to talk to, I'm always here. You know what? I'll be here anytime. And we can talk about it. When you're ready, I'll be ready. And God will be ready. But God is not going to force you to forgive your father. He wants you to. But he's not going to coerce you into forgiving your father. He will give you time. because he loves you and he doesn't want to lose you. And this is it. If you're going through a silent battle, this is what you do. Find loved ones who love you. I'm not talking of hypocrites. Find loved ones who wrap their arms around you and say it's gonna be fine. And you know that their words is true because they mean every word they say. Find friends who will rally around you, whose words and voices will suit your pain. Find friends. It mustn't be blood relations. Find friends, that's number 2. Find friends who are willing to sit where you sit, who are willing to experience what you experience, who are willing to go with you all the way. Find friends. Number 3, rely totally on God. There is no wound that time does not heal. It may leave scars, but it will still heal. Did you hear me? It may leave scars, but it will still heal. The scar is not for you to remember forever. The scar is for you not to repeat the same mistakes. But the wounds will show you. Give it time. That's number 4. When you have chosen to rely on God, God will be there to help you through. He will hold your hands. He said, when you pass through the fire, I will be with you. The fire shall not consume. When you walk through the waters, I'll be with you. The waters will not overflow. It won't take you away because I'll be right there with you. God does not wait for you after you come out of the fire. God sits and waits for you right in the fire. So he's there with you. I want you to be encouraged. You come across this video, I'm speaking to you. Your life is hard. You're going through silent battles. Friends have betrayed you. Relatives have mocked you. People you've helped have turned their backs. Don't give up. What's in you is greater, stronger than whatever is against you or whatever is fighting you. I will see you for the next episode. I want you to subscribe to this channel, Lady Quimpo TV. Subscribe to the channel. Let's grow together. Let's overcome the storms together because God has delivered me from terrible silent battles. And I want to help you. Give me your hand. I want to help you get to the other side of your purpose, where there's fulfillment, peace. I want you to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be the first to get notified. Are you going through any kind of battles? How did you overcome? What did God tell you? Who are the friends who stood by you? Who are the relatives who stood by you? Please write it in the comment section. If you've gone through this kind of situation, or you know someone who has gone through this kind of situation, and I'll see you again. Remember this, no matter what you go through in life, no matter the pain, the trauma, the hardship and the struggles, the frustrations, there's only one breakthrough that God will give you. Beloved, it will erase all your years of pain, shame, trauma, fear and anxiety. I'll see you again. I'm Lady Quimpo. God bless you.